Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel that is all about beauty videos. Today's video is sponsored by beautiful_bojir2, and today with me is the beautiful Zenny as my wedding guest. Come along and enjoy with us. So my sister decided to surprise me with a massive PR package. Come along with me and unbox the PR package that I received. She is an online page in UK called beautiful_bojir2 that sells authentic makeup, skincare, perfumes, and so much more. You can even order handbags. She can do your personal. She can be your personal shopper. Do check her out on Instagram and on TikTok and do place your order because you won't be disappointed. Her things are all original. And as you can see, I'm mentioning them on the screen because mashallah, Allahumma barik, vitu ni vingi. Siwezi kuvitaja vote. That highlight, I've been eyeing it for so long. Alhamdulillah, I had it once, ikaisha, but boom, my girl got me covered. Alhamdulillah. Go check her out, support her, and give her a follow. I'll really appreciate Team Zabz. And I can't wait to use all the products that she sent me. Stay tuned for more looks coming using her products. Ebu angalieni, mashallah, mashallah, hasbi Allah. Thank you so much, beautiful Bojir. May Allah reward you and bless your hard work. As always, I start off on a clean base, and I'm starting off with the AHC AQUALURONIC serum. That is a moisture boosting serum. Hii itasaidia kuplump skin yake on areas where it needs the most. You know, like our skin needs water, and such serums kama hii ni hyaluronic acid. It's a serum that boosts water in your skin. So this is a very nice step to start off because itamsaidia kuhydrate and plump her skin. Next, I'm prepping her eyes using the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched eye base that moisturizes, smooths and primes. Hii itasaidia kuondoa fine lines under eye yake na kublur the skin when you are going to apply foundation ama concealer isiwe keki. Yaji describe as this eye primer plus moisturizer with a blend of vitamin B, C and E hydrates and awaken under eye, made for smooth concealer application. What do we need more? It describes itself. Get this from her. Whenever you're using eye cream, don't forget to apply on the lids because itakusaidia eyeshadow application yako to go smoothly. Guys, make sure to gap your skincare because if you're not going to gap them, itakuwa mfanya kazi ya bure. You need to make sure serum yake imesink in. As you can see, she's all glowy before you apply the moisturizer. And I'm using the same AHC AQUALURONIC cream because my girl is on the dry side, so I wanted to extra hydrate and plump her skin. Na this cream yasema ya kuwa it's a special it's a formula with ceramide and French seawater that helps to replenish skin energy and fortify moisture barrier. It explains that after ukishapaka serum, you apply the creams with using spatula, alafu umassage into skin with hands. Why? Because you know hands is the fastest way ya kufanya creams to balance with your body temperature, you know. Like I like using my fingers to warm up the product before ita melt down haraka. And as you can see guys, we did one eye off camera because to save time as usual. And the eyeshadow palette that I used here is the Revolution, I don't remember the name, but I'm going to add it on the description. But I've been using it continuously, as you all know. I started by packing the warm brown shade using a fluffy blending brush from Real Technique. Nimefanya circular motions back and forth, making sure that it may blend like there's no crease line. And first and foremost, don't forget guys to remove the fine lines ambayo itakuwa imeset kwenye concealer so as eyeshadow isi crease kwenye zile lines. So make sure kabla hujaanza eyeshadow you smoothen the lines. Alafu I went to a cool brown that has mud undertone. As you can see, the eyeshadow color change because I want it to be like kuna some deepness pole tukishuka because this is a smoky eye. Somehow nimeanza na warm brown, then a cool brown, na blend back and forth using circular motions to make sure there's no harsh line. And as you can see now, I'm using a lighter nude shade to blend the transition, because sikutaka the transition ama the brown shades ziwe too dark. And now I'm adding a little bit of black on the outer corner to give it some yani smokiness, so as when I place the glitters ama the shimmers ipate kublend vizuri. I just can't stop admiring her skin, the way it looks so glowy, hydrated and plumped. Yani if you make sure your skin care game is top, wallah, you get amazing results. Zenny was wearing a green gold dress, so I wanted to do the lid even shimmer ya green na glitter ya green. So I use this Forever 52 chrome liquid pigments. Nime mix the two shades, that one in a turquoise undertone with purple and green, the other one in a shocking green na yellow. Nimezi mix together to get a very nice yani green shade. Na you have to be very quick using these pigments kwa sababu za dry very very fast. As you can see, I'm trying to blend the edges but they're not blending. Yani ukichelewa dakika mbili, you come back, it's already dry, so you have a very hard time. As you can see, I'm using an empty brush but it was not blending, so I had to go back to the brown shade that I used, na kwenye outer corner nikatumia black to balance it so kupote mstari. Alafu I set the lid using the Jaclyn Hill volume 1 with MORPHE palette, nikatumia ile dark green shimmer shade because siwezi kupaka glitters on top. I don't know why, I feel like it might crack alafu zikanipa bad result. Now I'm using that green shade to set it, alafu ndo nitatia glitters. And as you can see, I'll go back to the dark brown to make sure hapo juu hakuna mstari, because I did not intend for cut crease. I wanted something smoky lakini still colorful. Make sure you're using patting motion ama back and forth motion to make sure wapoteza ule mstari, because as you can see pale kumebakia sharp line and I didn't want it to be sharp, so I'm using circular motions going back and forth. This is the best way to diffuse a very harsh line and you get amazing results. I'm again packing the dark green shade to make sure kutakuwa hakuna yani harsh lines. I mixed two shades from ESEF BEAUTYLINE glitters. That is nimetumia the green glitters, the big chunky glitters na the soft glitters ambao yeye wazita pigments. Nimezi mix together to get that, and I truly loved how it came out rather than kwa kutumia zile chunk. I was feeling they were too big because Zenny has hooded eyes, na I believe if you're going to use something big kwenye hooded eyes itaingia kwenye zile folds zake za lid alafu ita crack. So I went with two chunky glitters, nimetumia kidogo sana, the soft ones nimetumia zaidi, and I used a glitter glue because without glitter glue haikai. And here I'm using the INGLOT gel liner to draw a wing liner. As you can see, if she closes her eyes, you see the eyeliner iko so perfect, lakini when she opens you see like kwenye outer corner kuna a gap, because if somebody is hooded eyes, I explained on my previous video with Tawhida that you need to make sure that the client opens up the eyes ndo upate kuona how the fold of her lid yaanguka. So I told her to open the eyes, I see how ile fold iko ndo nijue I go above it. I used the MERCIER Flawless Lumiere Radiant Perfecting Foundation, where the title itself speaks volume. Like, this foundation is a magic in a bottle, I tell you. If you're looking for a natural finish foundation that looks like skin, get this foundation, I tell you. Yani ya blend like magic. The skin looked like her own skin. Yani, as you can see, yani when I blend it melts into the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like foundation. Yani the natural glow that it's in it. Yani I truly enjoyed using this foundation, and definitely getting other shades. I used it in the shade SUNTAN 4N1. That was her skin color. That's why I went with her, because nilijua hii foundation itakuwa skin color yake. And for concealer natumia Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. As you all know, this is one of my best concealers because it works magic with dry skin, with dry under eye, and I use the shade Sand. Yeah, hopefully I remember it's Sand. And I'm highlighting the center of her face to make sure we add yani brightness on the center of the face, na kwenye contour area zake I only bronzed. I didn't want to go deep because her skin, yani her face is already sculpted, mashallah, she has nice features, so I only went for bronzing. That is the Glam Bronzer from Morphe, and I went to sculpt her cheekbones. I made sure yani na lips cheekbones zake, forehead. This brush is one of my best contour ama bronzer brushes. This is from Real Technique, and I think so far I have 3 or 4 of them. The same brush. That's how obsessed I am with it, because it gives me control over how I'm going to place ama how I'm going to blend. And I use it both for creams and powders, yani powder contour ama powder bronzer na cream contour ama cream bronzer. Usually natumia hii brush sana because it gives me the control over how I'm placing, because for Zenny, I didn't want to contour. I only wanted to bronze her face. So as we add that bronzy yani goddess finish, yani aonekane center part yuko highlight. That's why I used a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter, lakini on the side of the face nimetaka tu ku add shadow. Sorry, I wanted to add shadow so as it brings everything together. Na for her cream blush nimetumia Sephora SCLEAN cream blush. I used the peach shade because I knew it blend in vizuri na ile bronze ambao nimetumia, that is from Morphe. And to set her under eye, I'm using Maybelline setting powder in the shade number 20. Make sure to blend the concealer under eye again to make sure how zile fine lines smoothen, because if you're not going to do that, itafanya ile concealer is set na translucent powder yako. So I went back, set my under eye, alafu ndo nikatumia buffer to make sure I'm pushing it in, because when you want to set the under eye, make sure you're not moving it. If you move it, ita end up to move the concealer. And I'm using the palette that I've been using so much from Nashhome. I mixed 2 shades from the palette to get the same cream blush ambao nimempaka mwanzo, because I wanted it to melt with the bronzer, and I wanted to get that sun-kissed yani finish, like a bronzy sun-kissed effect. Na nimetumia Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray to melt all her powders to make sure everything is diluted and blended. Again, I'm using the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighter to set to highlight the center of the face, high cheekbones of her face, bridge of the nose, point of the nose, tip of the nose, cubic bone, na kwenye eyebrows, your eyebrows kidogo, just to give that highlighted kama akigeuka, there are points that you need to highlight, so as akigeuka, when the sun hits, ndo the highlighter is supposed to pop. So I was focusing on those areas. And I'm now highlighting her inner corner eyes, kwenye eyes, using the same MAC Hyper Real Glow. And I'm taking it up because I didn't like the way the eyeshadow was looking, like imeka patchy ama kwenye inner corner. I didn't like the way it was looking, so I took the highlighter up. And I love how it turned out because it melted everything together. The shades, manake the brown was imekuja mpaka kwenye inner corner, so ilikuwa imeka kama donge. So a tip, if you see such mistake, just take your an empty brush ama the brush ambao umetumia highlighter, lakini you make sure kuwa ushaipaka. So mimi nilifuta kwenye mkono ndo nika blend in together. And kwenye macho yake, half eye nimepaka black pencil, half eye to the outer corner nimepaka a nude pencil, as you can see, because I wanted to open up her eyes. Her eyes are hooded, lakini droopy eyes. I'll come to that discussion inshallah soon. I'll explain what's a hooded, a droopy eye. So I wanted to open up macho yake kwenye mwisho, nikatumia nude pencil, na I'm using the same shades ambazo nimetumia on her lid, yani kwenye lid ndo natumia the same ones to blend kwenye lower lash line yake, na kwa mwisho kwenye outer corner kidogo nika add na black, and boom, look at how her eyes have opened up. Mashaallah, zaonekana kubwa, macho onekana makubwa. Now we added lashes from Tawhida M, that is Malkia Beauty Bar on Instagram. She sells a whole packet of lashes that contains 10 pairs at 1,800, and I can't pressure enough how good they are. Yani their quality is like, yani you are using lashes za high end. And I'm using Huda Beauty matte lipstick as a lip liner because I wanted something brown but still katikati kwenye nude blend. So I use those two shades that nime blend together nikapata a very nice shade for the center part, na the brown shade nimetumia kama lip liner. You know, if you don't have, yani huna uwezo wa kununua lip liners na ndo waanza, you can still use your lipsticks. You know guys, you can use your lipstick as your lip liners and still get amazing results. And actually the lipstick longevity stays more than using a lip liner. And boom, my lady is ready. MashaAllah, hasbi Allah. What do you think, guys? Yani everything came together with that yellow, mustardy, gold. Yani I loved her outfit. By the way, guys, her outfit is from Fatma Al Amoudi as usual in Markiti near Oil Libya, I think, petrol station. I'll add her number on the screen if you want to order wedding dress, or you want to order veil, or you want to order nikah dress. Get them from her because she specially customizes according to your choice. Thank you so much, Zenny. Wallahi, I truly enjoyed our time together. Yani, this day was so much fun. I think mumemona every time you ongea, this snatch was on live and we had fun. If you reached this far with me, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. May Allah reward you. Stay tuned and see you next week. Bye bye. God bless you.